Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody is doing well today. Today we're going to get some legal strategies in on the sense of business just in general. I'm going to go ahead and get live on Facebook here in the Hive Society. So that should be a lot of fun. Hello to the Hive Society. Here we go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody is doing well. All right. So here we are live in the Hive Society. Just want to say hello to those of you who watch, who do the video, who who come back and make comments. I appreciate it. Today I'm going to talk about the easy stuff, making sure that we stay legal in business. There's a difference between being in business, having a hobby, there's huge differences, and it's very important for your financial status with the IRS. So I thought I would just share with you for a few moments some of the, legal strategies to make sure that you stay in business. And it's not difficult. It's just that you have to know what to do. So you can be a hobby, and that's a hobby, but then you can't write off the expenses in your business, for it being a business. And in order for it to be a business, the definition of the word business is an activity that's providing goods or services, involving financial or commercial or industrial, aspects. The principal activity of your life is that you do this as a way to earn money. Okay, so that's a key point. Right? One of the biggest challenges with being an entrepreneur is it's so easy to get started in business. It's a lot harder to stay in business and to make sure that you're legal in business. So I thought I would just kind of share with you some of the things. First off, a hobby means that you bring money in, you kind of dabble in it. It's not a real, some people say, oh, I have a side hustle or I have a small business, and they don't put much effort into it. And then they want to write off all their expenses and they have a loss. Then the IRS is going to audit you because you have way too much. And you don't want audits. I know somebody who decided to audit her, but because she had a full paper trail of everything that she did in her business, from the money to the SOPs to, who she called, she had a full binder notebook of everything that she did for the year. So when she got audited, as scary as it was for her, she was able to come out clean with the audit because she had documented everything. If you're not documenting things in your business, number one, right, then you're not prepared for an audit. And in order to be legal in your business, you got to be prepared for an audit. All right, I'm just being real with you. So keep a paper trail of everything that you do. Where's your money? Put your bank accounts in with that, your statements in with that binder. You can, who paid you what contracts you have, what did you sell? How much did you sell of it? How much did you sell it for? All of those things, if you have all that, if you're making phone calls on a regular basis for your business, trying to get sales, document those phone calls. Like, document the things that you can do it digital. Okay. You can have a digital binder, you can have a, physical binder, whichever way you want to do it. But that's one of the biggest tips that I would say when having your business is making sure that you have a paper trail for everything that you do in your business. You want to look at it and really look at it to make sure that you are a business. Okay. So a couple things that you want to do. Number one is I already said, number one, create a binder with everything, right? So the next thing that you want to do is, figure out what it is that you want. What's the name of your business? You have to have a name for your business, even if it's, Missy Mistake. I don't care. My business be a legacy, right? The business name, it only matters to you. And it matters as long as you don't copy somebody else's, right? But figure out what's your business name, what's your business phone number, what's your physical address for your business? Is it your home? Do you have a PO box that maybe all of your business stuff goes directly to that PO box? Do you have office hours, right? Do you have an email address, a web page, a blog, a podcast, whatever that is, you want to make sure that you have that documented, right? So that what is the name of your business? Look, not every business has to have a logo, okay? It could just be your name. Don't make it difficult right now for you because, it's just business. You can add a logo, you can add colors, you can make branding, you can do all of that, but it's not required to be in business, okay? It helps you grow down the line when you figure out exactly what it is that you're doing, why you're doing it, and what's going on. But you want to make sure that you have a name, and just know, look, come on, think about it. Pepsi, the product, the logo, the colors, right? How did that start, right? Who said Pepsi and thought that would be a great business name? Right? So it doesn't really matter what the name is. It's up to you and how you brand it that makes it matter. So just keep that in mind. The other thing you need to decide is what kind of business you're going to have, right? Is it an LLC, sole proprietorship? Is it a partnership? Maybe it's a corporation. Could it be an S Corp or a C Corp, right? You decide what it is. Most people start business as, sole proprietorships, right? Or, they're getting smarter in the sense of just creating an LLC, right? So your LLC, kind of protects you a little bit. Sole proprietorship, you don't have much protection, right? The next thing you want to do is make sure you have a separate bank account. I know so many people that are merging their personal and their business in the same account. Even if you are a sole proprietorship, get a second bank account in your name, right? And only do business stuff in that bank account. Separate it. Doesn't mean you can't take money, some of the profits, and pay yourself. What you need to do is just keep all the transactions separate, because your personal stuff, if it comes time for an audit, you got to prove that it wasn't personal. But if you do all your transactions in a separate page, a separate bank account that has only business transactions in it, that's a huge difference. So don't intermingle your money. Okay. You want to make it so that it's personal over here and take care of the household stuff. And then over here, you want to make sure this is business and these are the expenses that you can write off in it. Doesn't mean you're not borrowing from your personal sometimes, because you will if you're starting a business, right? And then you need to have a system for your accounts receivables and your accounts payables, right? Quicken, QuickBooks, you just get a bookkeeper. When I first started in business, many moons ago, we did everything on what they called green sheets. We didn't have computer technology the way we do now, right? We just wrote it all out on these green sheets. You could be writing it all out in a notebook if you're old fashioned or whatever, but it's smarter to put it digitally. But I'm just letting you know, it doesn't have to be complicated. Okay. So what is your receipt system? Okay. When I first started, I used envelopes. I put envelopes for any receipts that I did for business, for gas, for car maintenance, for, phone expense, for, office supplies. So I just had different envelopes in a little box, right? And I had all the envelopes and I'd pull it out, put my receipts in, put it back in the box, right? So, what is that? So your cell phone, any digital, your Wi-Fi, your website, if you have that, right? Fuel, rent, if you're paying rent someplace. So one of the things that we did early on is we got started in an incubator. Nowadays they're calling them, it'll come to me. I forgot it for a quick second. It'll come back to me. You know what I'm talking about, a hub space, right? A place where, multiple businesses can go and get have a little office, use a conference room, right? It was an incubator. So we were in an incubator. So we had a rent at an incubator, but we did some things from home too. So, what do we do? The other thing is having insurance in your business. Coaches out there most often do not have insurance. Come on, ladies, gentlemen, get insurance for your business, liability insurance. It doesn't have to be really expensive. You can get enough so that if something happens, then you're protected, right? That's part of being a business. The next thing is making sure you have the right licenses. If you're doing business at your home, sometimes you may not realize it, but your city or county will require you to have a business license. So get it, okay? It doesn't cost a whole lot. It's based on your revenue, right? So it's not that big of a deal. Get it and stay legal in business. Right? Whatever your expenses are, you can write off those licenses, you can write off those insurance expenses. You can write all that off in your business, right? Saves you money in the long term, and maybe you'll get, more taxes back, right? Whatever supplies, travel, meals, any training that you do for your business. Are you getting certifications? Are you getting accreditations? Any of those trainings, trade association memberships in networking organizations, right? Advertising, education. All of these things can be written off when you have a business. They cannot be written off when you have a hobby. So get clear that if this is a true business, then set time every single week on when you're going to work in that business, right? Do the things that you can do to make sure that you are staying legal in business. I'm just checking to see if there's any comments right now. Okay, liability insurance. If you have a business and you have any assets, especially if you're a sole proprietorship or in a partnership, and you own a home, a car, anything of value, okay, someone gets mad at you and they're going to take it all. You need to have insurance, liability insurance, right? I already talked to you about licenses. Make sure that you figure out what your city has. Make sure you figure out what your county has, right? What your state has, whatever that is. Providence. Okay. Make sure you stay legal in business. All right. Are you setting any goals? Right. Part of staying legal in business is making sure you know that you are in business. Okay. Right. So I've already said that a couple of times. So just know that you want to set goals. You want to have a vision statement, at least a mission statement is great too. Right. But, what is the vision you have for your business? Write that down, get a notebook. I don't care. Just scribble it, do a voice note in your phone and then print it out and put it in your notebook or put it in your digital notebook, right? What are the core values that you have in your business, right? If you don't know your core values in your business, how can you say yes or no to a client, right? I'm going to work with people that I know are in alignment with my core values because I want to do the right business. Okay. I don't want to work with drug dealers and gangbangers. That's the reality, right? But if you don't know what you're standing for, okay, if you don't know what your business ethics are, you got to be clear. You got to be clear. And when you come to handle customer challenges and complaints, if you don't know your ethics and you don't know your core values, how are you going to solve that? Okay. The next thing, when are you available every day? I told you set office hours. When are you available? Is it every day? Is it once a week? Is it twice a week? Whenever? Are you winging it? Set some office hours so that people know what it is. Put it on your Facebook page, right? Put it in your Facebook group, whatever, your business hours, and then follow up. Okay. Follow up with the people who are making comments. Okay. And then get support from your family, get support from your friends, get support, right? Look, your family might go, okay, here she goes. She's after another thing. So what? Just tell them what they can do to you, right? If your spouse doesn't support you, there's a reason they're not supporting you. And it's probably not the reason you think. They probably have seen you flounder between business and business and business. And they're just concerned at this point. Are you going to make it a go? Right? Just confirm, just talk to them, get serious, see what you can do to get support. Hey, babe, you know what? I want to do this. I want to do these on Wednesdays. Can you pick up the kids from school on Wednesdays? That's all I'm asking for, right? I can do every other day, but my office hours are on Wednesdays and I'd really like to do that. Plan ahead, figure that out one night a week. My husband took care of the kids so I could do phone calls and go to networking organizations, right? One night a week. It wasn't that big of a deal when I had communication with him, when I was talking to him, and when I let him know what he could do to support me, right? Just find ways. So those are just some quick little tips, right? What can you do to stay legal in business? First off, treat it like a business. Stop treating it like a hobby. Don't act like it's a hobby. Make sure that you know that it's a business. Then do everything you can to prove that it's a business, right? Have separate bank accounts. Make sure that you're getting your licenses and getting your liability insurance, that you have your expenses and you're ready to write those off in your business with your taxes. Come on, the end of year is coming. You can get ready for next year's taxes, right? So start now, putting things in envelopes, or, put them in a digital copy, or however it is that you want to do. It's between you and your CPA, not you and me, right? But be ready, create that space so that you're professional in your business and you're treating it like a business. You're being legal in your business, and then you'll be able to be a professional business and move forward with growth. Well, I hope this tip was a good idea. Staying legal in business, it doesn't have to be hard. You just have to do it. So take action on the things that maybe for you, you're like, Kimberly, I just haven't made any money. I can't afford any liability insurance. Great. Then make sure you're putting some money aside every single time you get paid anything, so that when you do have enough money, you just get that insurance, right? Same with the licenses. Maybe you don't have it right up. Okay, then just get it done. Right? Put that on your to-do list. Make sure you do it. Go get a new client. Guess what? What I found is anytime that I needed money for something is when I went and got new clients. I got comfortable. If I didn't need the money, it was okay. But I'm not that way anymore. But when I first started out, that's how it was. Oh, if I don't need the money, it's okay. Find a need. Oh, I need it for insurance. I need it for my licenses. And then make it happen. Take action, get busy, and stay legal in business. All right, y'all, have a great day.